Hey everyone, Ron here. It's been a couple of months since I posted my last video. Well, since then, there's been a pandemic. So there's been a pandemic, and we also have had a newborn around here, an infant. Keeps us busy between that and the active 3-year-old that I have. But it's been a lot of fun. But you know what? I have gotten some gaming in. As a matter of fact, I am running a game, and I am playing in a game. The game that I'm running is a D&D game. In the Eberron setting, I'm running the Convergence Manifesto series of adventures for the DMs Guild, although I will probably pivot to Lost Minds of Phandelver. Actually, blend of Lost Minds of Phandelver and Forge of Fury, and I'm going to set that in Kabara because I'm fascinated by that nation. In the game that I'm running in Eberron, we have a party of 5 PCs and 1 NPC. I'll start with Einshay. He's an Erini elf cleric of the Grave Domain. Liv, who is a changeling bard that presents herself as a human. The party does not know her true identity as of yet. We have Glerth, the gnome rogue of indeterminable origin. We have Ganbatar, the Warforged monk who is seeking enlightenment. And finally, we have Cyllin, the Wood Elf ranger, fighter, archer, battlemaster, whatever she's playing, being played by someone who's new to D&D, but it's just doing whatever she feels like is fun. May not be the most optimal thing in combat, but hey, it's a role-playing game. So long as she's having fun, we're all having fun. So like I said, I'm running Convergence Manifesto. There are 5 PCs, there's 1 NPC. Well, one of the NPCs in the first adventure, Convergence Manifesto, is also a Warforged. I decided that he was looking to get back into some sort of martial practice because he used to be a soldier in the last war. And quite frankly, he felt sorrow and pity on this particular group. It seemed to need someone with some kind of frontline melee skills. And plus, he had forged a bond with the Warforged monk. And so he has been adventuring with them. Now, I've only run the first 2 adventures in the Convergence Manifesto. I may come back to it, but one of the things that I'm having issues with as a DM is the patron of the adventures, spoiler alert for this, by the way, is the main villain. And I'll be honest with you, I have a hard time holding those types of secrets. Now, I'm not going to mention anything. I'm not going to mention any hints. If players really start suspecting out loud, it can be hard for me to hold that kind of stuff in. So, so I've had my doubts about that. Fortunately, the series of adventures are such that they're modular. I can use them in any order that I want, in any way that I want, so they can pop in and out. That's what I plan on doing, so that they won't be going on this series of 12 adventures in a row. Thus mess this up. I figured, let me throw in something here that's more traditional. One of the players is new to D&D. I decided I want to swerve more towards a traditional style game, which is where Lost Minds of Phandelver comes in. You'll have a town with some side quests, a series of low-level adventures culminating in a dungeon, but you also have Forge of Fury, which is an adventure that I really have wanted to run, but I haven't had a chance to. Forge of Fury was a 3rd edition module. In the early 3rd edition days, it got converted in the Tales of the Yawning Portal. I own that, and so, it's an ancient dwarven ruin, and I'm a sucker for ancient dwarven ruin. So we're going to run some Forge of Fury, maybe. We'll see what the players are interested in chasing down. But I plan on running that series of adventures, like that stuff, both Lost Bound of Phandelver and Forge of Fury. And while I'm at it, it's the same. Phandalin is the same area, surrounding environments is the same basic setting as Dragon of Icefire Peak. So I might throw a little bit of that in there too. Just throw everything in there together. A big kitchen sink campaign. Maybe, it'll be one campaign. Maybe this will be something that lasts over multiple campaigns. Who knows? I'm really interested in doing that. Should be fun. And most interestingly, and the most fun part about it is seeing what direction the players are going to go, because, you can't control players. They're just crazy like that. So the game that I'm playing in a 13th age game. I'm playing a sorcerer named Rael Rano. He is a human, much like the character in Descent into Avernus that I'm playing. He's a fortune's favorite to bold type character, and I like playing those types. He's been a lot of fun. The party in that game seemed to have unfolded a spider, demon, goblin plot that I think is interesting. The last session that we played last Saturday, the party got in over our heads. We were just supposed to do some reconning. One of the fighters did some stealthing, which I didn't think was a good idea, but he wanted to do it anyway. Well, there you go. And he failed a stealth check. The whole fortress came down on the party. We barely got out of there with our lives. Next thing you know, he had this big, gigantic spider, goblin, monster thing coming out of the ground, chasing us. We lost him in the woods and got back to the town. And I felt like the whole scene was epic. And just going back to the town to talk to our half-elf patron to describe the events and let them know there's a big army coming, like Aragorn in the Two Towers movie, where he recovers from falling over the cliff and then sees the army of Eric High, and he hightails it to Helm's Deep to warn them. That's the picture I had in my mind. It was pretty cool. So like I said, I got some gaming going on. I'm pretty excited about that. Of course, it is all remote because of our current circumstances, but I am not a newbie to remote gaming. I've been playing games online almost for 20 years now. It was like a 4 or 5 year period where that is where most of my gaming was happening. So I'm happy to be doing that again. And I am so happy that so many people have discovered the joys of playing role-playing games online. And it's pretty cool. So that's about it. I guess I could talk about the games I'm about to run. I'm about to run a Deadlands game. That's going to be a mini campaign that culminates into a huge weekend campaign that I do every year with the same folks. Hopefully by the time that we would play the weekend game, it would be safe enough to actually meet in person and do it in person. I would love that very much, but I am not going to hold my breath, and we'll see how that goes. I will talk about that in a later video. I have a game of that tonight, as a matter of fact. So hopefully I'll get a chance to tell you about it. Thanks for sticking around, and until next time, see you later.